Right, so we are done with the wall colors. We are done with the wall colors. So what we need to do right now, let's set our cameras first. So after setting our cameras, we can then import. We can start to import our materials like flowers, grass, and so on. So let's set our camera. To set your camera, you can come here, create corner camera right at the left top here, or you can come to this side. So when you get here, you see these options. Then when it gets to this, you see cameras. So when you select your cameras, here at the standard, click the drop down. The standard is anode. So what we need is corona camera. So leave it as standard. Then under this object type, you can see physical, target, free, and corona cam. So we need this corona cam. Then the settings, normal settings that comes with normal corona cam. So unless you want to do like some depth of field, you don't really need to edit anything here. So the only thing you need to edit is just the tilt and shift. So automatic vertical tilt. So if you set that, well, let's move this so you see what it does. So let's do our normal first camera. Let it come from here. Let's pick it from here. Let's pick it from here. So here I'm going to use two layouts. So you come here, as I've said, I'm going to select the second one right below it. So it will give you press G here also. Then what we need to do is select this place as our default shading. Zoom out to our building. So that's our default shading. Then here it would be our, you come to this front, where there's front. So here we have our cameras. Then you select your first camera. Then here default shading. So the camera that you selected, that you drew here, is what is reflecting here. So whatever you do here on the camera will be reflected here in the view. So now let's select our, let it be move. So let's select our camera target. Now you see it's changing. Whatever you change here will be changing there, as you can see. Alright, so we need to set one angle first. Let's select the camera. I'm looking for a good angle. Is there a good angle that can actually capture? Well, I don't think so. About this side. No. Alright, so we're going to do, let's just select one camera. Let's select this building first. Then we can do the rest later. Alright, so here we have the first one. Alright, so if you render this view right now, if you render this view interactive rendering, you would notice something that we have here in the view. You can see the sky, you can see this ground up to this level, but here in our rendering the building is already cut off. That's because of our save frames. So let's close this. If you select this corona camera 001, you see here show save frames, or press shift F. So you can either press shift F or come here to show save frames. So let's select that. So this is what we have, and this is what is going to be rendered after we press our rendering button. So to edit this, you have to go to your render setup. Remember I told you render setup is here. So go to your render setup, then you come to common. If you come to common, you will see this output size. You don't have to tamper with all these things unless you have one particular or specific rendering type that you want. So under this output size, this is where we're going to set our save frames. So here is normally under HDTV video 128 720p. All right, so what we're going to do right now, you can actually select different dimensions, different size, resolution here, but it's still the same size. Now all we want is to show more of sky, right? So to do that, just come to custom. This is for 480p. That's a very low resolution. All right, so what we're going to do right now is let's make it to me personally, I like using 28 by 27, more like a square. All right, so I like using this personally. So after rendering, even if I want to cut some parts, I can actually do that in Photoshop. All right, so let's leave it like this, or let's make it 26. All right, so let's leave it like this. Now if you test render again, you will notice it will cover everything. This is our frame that we just edited in the render setup. All right, so now we need sun. We need to add sun, then some other things. So let's start with the camera. Let's select our camera. Then edit. So let's see what that tilt and shift button does. All right, so the way it is now, it's is in a particular angle. So if you press this automatic shift, it should be straightened. Alright, the effect is not really showing here because everything here is in 000. So alright, so to be on the safer side, let's mark that. Let's be on. So what we are going to do next is we are going to take another view, another camera. All right, so like before, you select your camera. Instead of coming here to select camera, I did mine at the top left here. All right, so let's select another camera. Let's make this building also. Let's make this video. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Or to make it more fun, let's select one balcony. So we'll be editing that. So to bring the camera, you come to the camera, then you select it on camera. So this is what we have. You press W, which is key for move. So if you press move, you can edit your camera height and size. So Z here, that's our height. We have Z, we have Y, then we have X. So on the Z axis, we need to move it up. We need to move the camera up a little. So let's try 1.5. There's one particular. Alright, that's too much. Let's try 60. Alright, to make it, let me just bring it up to where I want it to be. So I want it to be here on the balcony. Then move it to the front here. Yeah, then a little bit inside here. Alright, so this is what This is what I'm looking for. Alright, so something like this. Then let's edit our camera target. Camera target. We can also move it from here. Let's make the view like this so to capture more of the second building. Alright, so let's test render this and let's see how we get. Alright, this is looking nice. Alright, so all we need to do is I need to edit this out. So all we need to do right now is we need to do some more cameras. So let's just quickly move that up and meet when we end. Alright, we are done. We are done with that part. So what we need to do right now is we need to import some flowers. Alright, so now you can see the tilt and shift function. So if you press automatic vertical shift now to straighten the view, but if you uncheck it will have an angle, but if you check it again to straighten the view. So that's the work of automatic vertical tilt. Then you can also edit some the shift, the tilt and everything, horizontal and vertical. Alright, so let's merge some materials. So I'm going to merge a flower. Sorry, what camera is this? Let's see if I make that. Alright, so I'm going to merge a flower. Then you see how the rest are done. So you go to your folder and this is the preview. Alright, so we are going to this is the max file. I'm going to drag this max file in here. So it will give you an option if you want to open file, if you want to merge file, Excel file. So we need to merge. So press merge file. Then it will take some seconds for it to load, depending on the what's it called now? Depending on the size of the object and your system ability. So you can see the flower. You can see the flower right here. So then if it does render it, this is a Corona file already, but you can also import V-Ray material, but it does, you need to convert some scenes. I'm going to do another video about that. So yeah, this is a Corona file already, no need to convert anything. So I'll just test render it and see. So as you can see, this is what it will give you after rendering. Alright, so we need to move it to our desired location. Press this. Should we move both? Let's move both. Let's put them in this view, in this second camera view. So let's drag it up. It should be here. Well, okay, so right here. So not too big, it's too big for this thing. Let's just put it in the entrance. Let's put it in the entrance. Yeah. So that will be our third camera, I think. Yes, so our third camera should cover that. Somewhere around here. Alright, now let me just do, because I like working when I'm doing my object. I like working on wireframe, so as for me to view what I'm doing very well. So this is what we have here, right? So we need to rotate it. Then move. Let's put it so our camera can cover it a little. Okay, let's go back to our default shading and see. So it should be around here. So this I'm going to do the rest of the objects. Just drag, merge and place. Alright.